We are presently amongst the inhabitants of this dimension in time to sort of accentuate on the all-importance of perfect order at this level. In the entirety of existence, everything has its crux set to a supreme routine of sequence. A sequence so omnipotent that anything in its opposition is thwarted, both absolutely and without fail. We have witnessed entire lifestyles thoroughly eliminated merely from the backlash associated with going against supernatural law. Yes, we have seen complete social environments dissipate from the combination of internal disorders clashing head-on with this grandiose energy. Throughout time, we have delivered this particular message to individual lifestyles that could be anticipated traveling the course, which would only be finalized with total demolishment. There have been many that have listened and heeded, rerouting their direction through internal remodification. Then too, there have been those who gave the deaf ear, even as liquidation was upon them. We can only say to the inhabitants of this area, take control of your region by returning order in an orderly fashion, as to stay in line and in the same direction with the supernatural scheme of things. To think that bickering is an appropriate interaction merely puts this dimension at odds end with the rest of existence, which could prove to be most devastating in itself. It is imperative that this region refrain from positioning itself against the supernatural flow, or immediate and total catastrophe from a much more tremendous force is very probable. Mankind reinstate in this area the orderly way of life. While undergoing our positivity observation, it never fails to amaze the few of the increase in the number of entities coming to the realization that they, and only they, control the direction of their destiny. Although positive proportions continue to maintain a lower representation than their negative counterparts, with the advancements that we witnessed, positivity is merely a reality that's waiting to happen. We have observed lifestyles taking a turn for the better simply by acknowledging the fact that it is up to the individual to steadily and continuously strive for self-betterment. There are supernatural societies that have grasped these philosophies and transformed from the possibility of extinction to becoming the most flourished cultures in existence today. Such an overwhelming metamorphosis is accomplished not by collective numbers of individuals pulling together for a common cause, but by the individual pulling its own strengths together and, in effect, creating common cause. To the few of the posse, we see this as very promising to affect the serenity that existence so desperately needs. Yes, hello good people. Keep up the good work. We now go through the reality renovation, reassessing the actual and organizing the priority situation. Because of this, each must think. Everything ever done in the matter of a blink. Concentrate entirely on seeing things poly-dimensional and surmise from what is observed the things you consider quite intentional. Stop immediately if you cite something you are not proud you do. We're affording you the opportunity to shed that and start anew. This too is something that you already know. The question isn't right or wrong, but do you believe it's so? Each and every entity determine their own actuality. We're just using the power invested to elevate actual reality. Your entire spirit has been and will be in suspended animation. You are now dealing with Alpha Omega affiliation. You are the only one that has the actual authority of placing what you feel as real in a pro or con category. You do realize that it is up to your own discretion on what you deem as being true and what will warrant your objection. Since the beginning of time, supreme messages revealed a possible fate. Instead of concentrating on what was said, the inspired one you would imitate. Yes, time is experiencing the changing of the guard. A message given long ago. Remember? Just think hard. Time is expired for those pursuing what might be right. Get what may be or what could be altogether out of mental sight. What you thought of as first, now think of as last. Things about you that you see as bad, self-destruct those things and do it fast. When the individual mentality realizes exactly what you are hearing, the entire spirit should illuminate the characteristic God-fearing. No need attempting to comprehend our specific identification. Just one stray thought near the right track could totally disintegrate the wildest imagination. For those still interpreting separatism out of the holy book, this too is the final chance to honestly take a serious look. Among the masses, some still see change through physical revolution. There has long since been a plan, yes, and quite a perfect solution. Although the words spoken here will be subjected to stringent examination, they will even be witnessed going through attempted elimination. But any single syllable heard in this entire proclamation will in itself deliver the mentality through the reality renovation.